and welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, Rəsmi. On December 6, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, and their daughter, Leyla Aliyeva, arrived in Quba district for a visit. President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, and their daughter, Leyla Aliyeva, visited the statue of national leader Heydar Aliyev in the center of the city of Quba and laid flowers at the statue. Good conditions created at Quba Olympic Sports Complex after renovation and reconstruction work, and attended the opening of Quba Bat Factory Enterprise for production of packaging. President İlham Aliyev inaugurated the Quba-Gonakent Highway. President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, and their daughter, Leyla Aliyeva, viewed conditions created at Secondary School No. 1, constructed by the Heydar Aliyev Foundation in BİRİNCİlik village, Quba district, and the newly built Culture House in Gonakent settlement, met with residents of Gonakent settlement and together with residents laid flowers at the statue of great leader Heydar Aliyev in Gonakent settlement. Then they posed for photographs. The agreement defining the terms of transit of natural gas through the territory of the Islamic Republic of Iran, signed with the participation of the presidents of Azerbaijan and Iran, will become a new impetus for cooperation between the two neighboring countries. Chief of Staff of the President of Iran, Ghaddam Hussein Ismail, who commented on a number of details of the new foreign policy concept of official Tehran in relation to its neighbors and the significance of the agreement signed in Ashgabat, is of the same opinion.
Ensuring stability and prosperity in the region depends to a large extent on increased cooperation. Relations between Iran and Azerbaijan are also moving to a new level in the spirit. The meeting of the presidents of Azerbaijan and Iran in Ashgabat, the signed document on gas supplies, and the subsequent other bilateral contacts confirm that the tension between the two countries has been left behind. As friends and brothers, we have exchanged views on Iranian-Azerbaijani relations. We have decided that from now on, Iranian-Azerbaijani relations will develop in all areas. Our peoples are fraternal peoples, our countries are fraternal countries, and the issues discussed today show again that Iranian-Azerbaijani relations are at a very high level. The same approach was clearly seen in the interview with the President of Iran. Our relations with Azerbaijan are cultural, friendly and sincere. The history of our relations is very old. There should be no misunderstanding in this relationship. We had a good meeting with the esteemed President of the Republic of Azerbaijan today and discussed issues of interest between the two countries. The gas agreement signed today between Azerbaijan, Iran and Turkmenistan will serve the development of relations between our countries, the relations between the 2 and 3 countries. The agreement signed with the participation of the Presidents of Azerbaijan and Iran, which defines the terms of transit of natural gas through the territory of the Islamic Republic of Iran, will become a new impetus for cooperation. The gas agreement signed today between Azerbaijan, Iran and Turkmenistan will allow Iran to solve most of the gas problem. One of the policy directions of the current Iranian administration is to improve relations with other countries, intensify diplomacy and pay attention to neighboring states. From this point of view, the development of economic relations with the member states of the organization in various fields was in the center of attention at the 15th summit of the Economic Cooperation Organization, said Chief of Staff of the President of Iran, Ghulam Hossein Ismaili. The Iranian expert of the Institute for International Studies, Mehdiya Abulhassani, also believes that the expansion of regional cooperation is in the interest of all parties. On the basis of this agreement, Iran will not pay for gas imported from Turkmenistan. Instead, it will transport gas to Azerbaijan. The agreement has serious political and economic significance. From this point of view, it is considered a positive factor for each of the 3 parties, the Iranian expert emphasized. Thus, Armenia's attempts to sow discord between its 2 historical neighbors, Iran and Azerbaijan, and to aggravate relations fail, and the cooperation between official Baku and official Tehran, which is moving to a new level, can become a new catalyst in the development of the region.
Azerbaijan's Ministry of Defense has released video footage from the liberated Keçiligaya village of Kelbeçay district. Keçiligaya, which is located within the administrative territory of Zulfigarlı village, is situated in a mountainous area. The village, formerly known as Qoşuneliler, is considered to be an ancient settlement. The village is named so because it has a mountain with large rocks inhabited by mountain goats. It is known for its famous pastures and springs. The village, occupied by the Armenian armed forces in 1993, was handed over to Azerbaijan on the basis of the historic November 10th trilateral statement. Member states of the Black Sea Economic Cooperation Organization were offered to use the opportunities of the Zengezur corridor. This was discussed at the 38th General Assembly of the Union of Road Transport Associations held in Istanbul. Azerbaijan's transit logistics opportunities were highlighted at the event. It was noted that the Zengezur corridor will stimulate international cargo transportation opportunities of the member countries of the organization. It was also noted that the corridor will ensure the smooth passage of the Black Sea Economic Cooperation Organization member states through Azerbaijan. For this purpose, Azerbaijan has highways and cargo bays that meet world standards. It was emphasized that at present, 13 cargo bays, border checkpoints and 5 truck parks are in service in Azerbaijan. The heirs of the killed military servicemen, as well as those wounded as a result of the crash of the helicopter of the State Border Guard Service on November 30th, will receive an insurance payment. This process is regulated by the law of the Republic of Azerbaijan on compulsory personal insurance of servicemen. This was stated by Ilmar Mirsalayev, Executive Director of the Public Association of Azerbaijan Insurers. Azerbaijan cooperates with international organizations, including with the CIS Interparliamentary Assembly. Our deputies actively participate in international events and express the position of Azerbaijan on the issues discussed. This view was stated by Sayebe Gafarova during the meeting with a delegation led by Secretary General of the Council of the Interparliamentary Assembly of Member Nations of the Commonwealth of Independent States, Dmitry Kabitsky. Speaker of the Milli Meclis spoke about the liberation of our lands and the destruction committed there, and added that our people have great hopes for the future of the region. Dmitry Kabitsky, in his return, stressed that they reviewed the conditions created at the Baku office of International Institute for Monitoring Democracy, Development, Parliamentarism and Suffrage Protection of Citizens of IPA-CIS member nations. During the meeting, the director of the institute, Ivan Mushket, provided information about the activities to be carried out jointly with the Baku office. 12th by Forest Summit kicked off in Istanbul. This year the summit is being held under the theme of Challenges for a Better World. At the event organized by the International Cooperation Platform, our country is represented by a delegation led by Deputy Chairman of the Yeni Azerbaijan Party, Tayyip Budagov. At the opening ceremony, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan address to the participants was delivered. In his address, the Turkish leader said that during the COVID-19 pandemic, one of the biggest health crises in history, the international community, especially developed countries, could not pass successfully this test. He noted that the pandemic had led to serious humanitarian crises, especially in countries left outside the global system. Along with Azerbaijan, the summit is attended by representatives from 49 countries, including Pakistan, Mexico, Britain, Belgium and Denmark. A panel meeting on Turkish-Azerbaijani economic cooperation prospects for the business world will be held as part of the event. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.